Yeah, look, it was and is a make or break year for me, because obviously I want to continue on through next year, and this was going to depend on how things went this year, and it's been terrible. This has been my worst year since I've been in the championship, since I began in 1996. So I think we're 20 something in the championship, which is absolutely horrendous, and at the moment we're at break stage. So it's time now to actually start trying to get some results. Darwin was great with a 5th place, but we've got to do a lot better than that. We've got to start winning races if I'm going to have a hope in staying in this championship next year and sort of going out in a bit of style. Oh, look, I mean, racing's a funny thing, you know. I've gone from never finishing outside of the top 10 in the championship to all of a sudden being a Joe average, you know. And look, I mean, you can go back and blame a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we're just not quick enough. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating for myself, for the team, and if I do end up changing teams next year and getting another drive, well, then I want to go out this year with a bang, which means, you know, I want to get some wins for this team and make sure we leave on a high. So absolutely, I'm fortunate enough that I think there is. It's obviously result driven though, you know. This category is about results. You know, it's no different from any other job in the workplace. You know, you've got to perform, you've got to get the results, and you got to get the scores on the board. And if you don't do that, you won't get offered anything. So at the moment, I'm sort of borderlining, but we're working on a couple of things at the moment, and I hope they come off. But again, a few podiums and a win here and there, especially that big one at Bathurst, is going to help quite a bit. Yeah, look, I think when you're frustrated with not being on the pace and qualifying down the back of the grid, you tend to do your confidence a bit of a knock around as well. And I think after Darwin as well, that's picked up again. I really enjoyed the race on Sunday. I got back into it. I wasn't scared to use the front bar and move a few people out the way, and actually really enjoyed the race. And even though I didn't win it, I still really enjoyed competing hard again, and that's what I think I need to get back to. I need not only the car back to basics, but I think Russell Ingall has to get back to basics as well with his driving, and think back into those first couple of years I entered the category and came in and just didn't worry about reputations, just whatever it took to get to the front, and bring the car back as bent as you can, as long as it was up the pointy end. And I think I need to get that mentality back in the old head again. Yeah, look, these race cars, even though they're fairly technical in some respects, they're a bit agriculture in others, and you can over-engineer the things, and they're not a Formula 1 car. You know, so sometimes you have to keep things simple, and that's what we've done. We've gone back to basics with the car, and gone back to probably a bit more of a gut feel with setup, and it worked. And Darwin was fantastic. We were as fast as anyone, including the winner. You know, so we're getting on the right track. All we have to do is qualify a bit further up the pointy end, and I'm sure we'll be winning races and achieving what we need to do. Yeah, look, I love Townsville. I'm a street race fan, and Townsville was probably one of the best races of the 2011 calendar. I really enjoy it. You know, it's got a bit of everything, and best thing it's got is atmosphere. Crowd really get behind it, and for a street circuit, there's a lot of passing spots too. On the other side of it, on the flip side, there's a lot of spots to come unstuck, as I found out last year as well. So we went from glory to crashing in one weekend, but that's what Townsville's like, and that's what street races are like.